Good morning, good happy Sunday morning. I wanted to talk this morning. We've been talking about how to transition to a tiny house living or smaller house living if you have a family. And today I wanted to talk about clothes. And this here, I see if I can show you this, is my main clothing storage. There are boxes under the bed and I have another dresser on the opposite side of the bed that houses my out of season clothing. I do have a little bit of hanging space. I don't have a whole lot of hanging space in this room because I have tiny sized it, and now the big huge 10-foot wide closet is actually used for tool storage and office storage and things like that. So this works. It just depends on your preference and what you have available as to how clothing is stored. So I wanted to go through decluttering your closet today, and there are a number of ways that are touted online as the best way to declutter your closet. Excuse the noises. I have somebody who has decided to sharpen his claws on his little scratching post down here because I'm doing a video. So how do you declutter your closet? There are a number of ways to go about it. One of the first ways I saw was where you turn all the hangers round backwards, and then when you wear the item you turn it so that the hanger faces the right way, and after a year you then can take out all of the clothes that you didn't wear. For me, that was just, I'd have to deal with a cluttered closet for an entire year. And then, so that didn't work for me. And then I read Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, where she has you take everything out of the closet and deal with your entire wardrobe all at once. And I don't know about you, but that was just overwhelming for me. So I came up with a kind of hybrid of the two systems, where I started by taking everything out of the closet, but then I sorted it all into categories, tops, bottoms, pants, skirts, sweaters, dresses, coats, and then I put everything back in categories. And then from there I dealt with category at a time. I would pull out all of the tops and I would go through them, the yes, no, maybe. One of the things I did find when you pull out everything and dump it on the bed, number one, you're putting it all back in, you're just going to sort it out first, and so it's not so overwhelming, and it breaks it down into chunks, which I find, breaking things down into pieces that are so small that it's not painful to deal with them is the way that works for me, and the way that seems to work for a lot of people I work with, because dealing with your clutter, it didn't happen overnight, it's not going to be cured overnight, and so making it painless, it is painful to look at a cluttered room and go, how am I going to get this sorted out? So don't, do it bit by bit, and closet is the same. So I would sort everything out into categories and then put everything back into the closet. But normally when I work with people with decluttering their closets, inevitably there's actually quite a lot that doesn't ever make it back into the closet, even that first time, because they'll grab things and they'll go, dear God, have I still got that out? And so a lot gets decluttered before you even start officially decluttering. So we put it all back in. It's immediately a lot easier to see what you've got, even if it is crammed. But so a day at a time or a week at a time, depending on when you've got available, pull out all the tops. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, I love it. Yeah, number one, it has to fit, it has to be in good condition, and you have to love it for it to go in the yes pile. Anything that you're going, I'm not sure if I like it or not, I'm not sure if I've got anything to wear it, that goes in the maybe. But things that go in the no are, you wouldn't be seen dead leaving the house wearing them. They don't fit and never will, and they're just not you anymore. So those immediately go out, and that will probably, most people I've seen just going through category by category, not even thinking about how things go together, half their closet will be gone. if you have young kids, you're still in the middle of having kids, then I wouldn't get rid of all. If you've got something that doesn't fit right now, that you love, you absolutely love, and you know you're going to fit into it at some point in the future because you're going to stop having kids at some point, then by all means keep it. Marie Kondo would tell you to get rid of it, but I say, you know, keep it, because I have things in my out of storage. I know that they don't fit, but I'm losing weight, and they will fit. But I'm not going to get rid of them because I love them. So category by category, you get rid of at least half of your clothing, and then after you've decluttered all of the categories, you can then go back in and start matching up outfits, and then at that point it becomes obvious the outliers, the lone top that has absolutely nothing to go with it. And so when you pull out all of those lone things that have absolutely nothing to go with them, you have a choice of either get rid of it because you don't need it, or go buy something that goes with it. Now, the maybe pile and these lone things come in handy sometimes when, if you're like me, you got through your entire closet and you realized nothing was in the yes pile. You gotta wear clothes. Unless you live in a nudist colony year round, you gotta wear clothes. So that maybe pile becomes very important, and so does the lone pieces that don't go with anything. You gotta wear something. So make a plan to improve it, but keep the clutter gone, because otherwise you will just stay stuck. So there is my probably less than 5-minute declutter your wardrobe by sorting it and then going piece by piece in a way that is less painful for you. And I said most of my clothing is now stored in this dresser. That this is the in season, that is the out season. I have a dress coat and a couple of things hanging in the closet. Not really much. It's amazing how little you need once you actually start and it's amazing how little you actually wear of your closet to start with. When you start looking at how much you wear versus what you've got, you'll be amazed. So happy closet cleaning. If you have any questions about cleaning out your closet, sorting things out, then please drop a note in the comments or PM me. I'm happy to talk about how to get started, because getting started is the hardest part in getting your closet sorted so that you can live a much more free and tiny life. So have a great Sunday. I'm off to the flower show.